Welcome back to episode 339 of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast.
Put a couple of dumb Minnesotans behind a mic, sprinkle in a crazy Canadian, and it's a Gong Show Super Show.
It's a Gong Show Super Show.
Wow, you get deep. I like the gong in that one. That's cool. Well, hi guys. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Well, yeah.
How are you, Phil? I haven't talked to you today.
I'm good. I'm showered, relaxed, clean, ready for bed, and ready to hang out with my friends.
Your belly
Phil
button
cleaned
clean?
his belly button.
I did. Yeah. What? That's what you want to bring up? I cleaned my belly button a couple of weeks ago. Be surprised what you find in there. So little public service announcement. If you're a deep innie like me, get in there. Yeah, the back of a floss stick works. That's all I'm saying.
Ow! Why not a Q-tip?
A Q-tip? What are you, 4? What's your pain threshold, man? Come on.
Why?
Why are you stabbing your belly button with a floss tip?
Because it's got DNA from like 20 years ago.
Gross.
You gotta hook it and pick it.
Now that everyone's vomited, we've lost half our audience. Welcome to the show. We're in Crunch Week now. So I'm going to start by giving a little bit of an update as like what to expect from the Gong Show fam over the next couple weeks. Monday will be our Expo preview show. We'll have Mikey Singer already locked and loaded. So it's always good to hear from him right before the Expo. Then on Thursday, we're going to be in Toronto. But we're committed to the bit. We can't stop, won't stop. We never don't post a show except for once, which I'm still mad about. And Phil and I had a fantastic, wonderful, joyful conversation with Ken Reed. The time flew by about his new book, The Hockey Hobby, what's going on in the season. So that'll be the meat of our Thursday show. The following Monday, we'll do our traditional Expo recap live from the Chateau. Well, we won't be live, but we're going to record with the crew from the Chateau. And then when we're traveling back the following Thursday, we'll have another special episode. So we won't miss, but it's going to be, it's been a lot going on to make it all happen. Excited though to get to Toronto and see your faces. Well, I get to see Louis' face all the time. Okay, let's roll through announcements because there's a lot to get to today. We're 1 week away, almost 1 week and a day from Rip Party 2, which will be live on the Gong Show YouTube channel starting 8 p.m. Eastern, Friday, November 7th. We're going to be streaming from Mint Inc. You'll probably be at home, hopefully winning some boxes. And our stated goal from the very beginning, when we went all the way back to June, was to give away the most hobby boxes ever. And I don't know. Hopefully we'll do it. They keep rolling in. I don't think that's a bad goal. It should be a lot of fun. So for each box we give away, we're going to do a hashtag essentially giveaway in the chat. We'll say, enter hashtag belly button, and then you might win a box of the cup or something like that. And then we'll open the box live on stream, and the hits will send to you whoever the winner is. So cannot wait to do that. And again, Rip Party is our annual event now, where our goal entirely is just to give back to the hobby and have fun. Last two things at Rip Party, just want to again acknowledge people that have donated. I say this a lot, but it's true. Over 80% of hobby boxes for Rip Party have been donated by individual collectors, which is the most beautiful thing about this whole event. There is still time to donate if you want to join the honored donors list and participate in Rip Party. At this time, though, don't send us a box. We're going to be on the move soon. The best bet is to call Mint Inc. in Vaughan and let them know that you want to buy a box for Rip Party. They'll let you save 10% on that box, which is amazing, using say, hey, I have the promo code Rip Party, and then they'll set it aside for the event, and we'll add you to the honored donors list. So once you do that, please let us know. And then quickly again, want to shout out our corporate sponsors who are helping to make this event possible. So we have Mojo Fest and our good friend David Chow in Shanghai. Of course, Mint Inc. Rotating display for our hit cam. Sport Card Expo is supporting. We're kind of official event of the Expo now. That's crazy. Of course, Slab Sharks.
We are
Upper Deck. Yeah. Official.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
And then food and beverages by Pizzaville, which looks excellent. I was on their website. I've never had it. I cannot wait. All right.
I'll eat it.
I think we'll eat anything when it comes to Friday night.
Mhm.
Okay. Next update. Very excited about we have a kind of a hockey checklist / reloaded update to share. Last time on our show, I talked about how we have our Fall Expo exclusive release coming out. It's 100 hand-signed boxes. Will be available only at the AMG booth at the Expo. Ken Reed's going to be there signing books too. So it'll
At
be
the
a Ken
same
Reed and
booth.
Gongshow. Yeah.
At the
Gongshow
same
collab.
booth. Yeah. It's going to be
Very
fun.
excited about that.
Well, hopefully we can help him out.
Maybe he'll sign a reloaded box too if you get that one. Yeah. That'd be
Ooh.
great. Yeah. I think he'll help us out. So, as I mentioned in our last show, we've had developers working on an enhancement to the checklist site that allows us to upload photos for each card. So now we do have the ability for every reloaded set to upload the card. So when you go to hockeychecklist.com, go to our Fall Expo exclusive release, view the checklist, and if you tap or click, depending if you're on a desktop or mobile, on any card, like we're showing on YouTube with our Brock Faber exquisite tribute RPA, you can expand the card details and the image will be there. Well, first of all, look at the chunky patch on this Brock Faber.
Mm-hmm.
Holy moly. That is
I'm really falling in love with these cards. Bill, you're rubbing off on me, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing.
They're very nice.
Here's the disclaimer I have to give again, though, is that we had this idea, which it is part of our commitment to be transparent, after we had taken all the pictures of the cards and sent them away to the third party to be packaged. And so we only have 65 of the 100 cards, images that have been uploaded to the checklist site for this for the Expo edition of Gongshow Reloaded. So going forward, we'll have all 100 or all 100%.
Did they come in? Oh, like you just took 65 pictures just for poops and giggles, and then when you sent them, you're like, oh, wait a minute, I should have taken all of them.
More for giggles than poops, but yeah, that was basically the gist of it. And then like a day later, I thought, why don't we upload, add this to the checklist site? And then I didn't have, but the cards were gone by that point. So, and I thought, well, do we wait? And
no, get them up. Something's better than nothing.
I said 65 out of 100 is better than nothing. So
yeah, it's like your high school average, Louis. No, nothing. I thought it was good.
Wow,
that was
shots fired.
Yeah, it was good.
Glad you did that so fast. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we have a behind the bench mention here on the
Nailer.
Yeah.
Someone made him glow. He doesn't glow. I mean, he glows to us, but he's glowy there. He's glowy. He's like second trimester for sure.
Is my shirt trippy for you guys?
Yep.
No, your pale face is though.
Oh, somebody's on a roll tonight.
So I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My filter is
stuck
weak.
a quarter in you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking this out because it's weirding me out. I look like I'm. And I'm getting hot.
Black makes you look more slim, so that's better anyway.
Mm. Oh,
you're
Barney.
Just not holding back, are you today, Phil?
Oh man,
if I can summon the energy to fire back, I will.
Don't. We both fight back. Don't. This is very PG. All right, let's talk about Neil. Come on.
Neil, yeah. Look at you're stealing all Neil's thunder, all his flowers right now. So Neil does our Discord exclusive show Behind the Bench. That's for our community. I posted, was it yesterday or today or this week? We'll just say on the history of Young Guns. He did an amazing job. And I heavily encourage anyone who's part of our community to go check that out. And then we'll occasionally make these very public, but he's very thorough and he goes right through. And if you ever wanted to know, well, how Young Guns were made, a mommy and a daddy card get together and fall in love.
Funny. That was good.
And make Young Guns. Phil, what's going on tomorrow on Friday Nights with Phil?
Oh, I put the wrong one in.
Oh, is that last week?
Over.
Oh, no, what are we gonna do? Excuse me. Little dinner coming up. We are going to have an excellent Halloween show. It's going to be spooky. We're going to have fun. Dave and I are dressing up. I'm Mario as usual, and Dave's Nacho Libre. But we're gonna have fun. It's not going to be bright. It's going to be dimly lit.
Ooh.
And Well, I hope there's no more trick-or-treaters coming because the door is right there. So I might have to disable the doorbell for a bit. We had almost 50 kids last year. I was very impressed. It was the most kids I've had in about 5 or 6 years. So I was very happy for that. So I hope to get over 50 this year.
Do you yell at them?
No, I give them apples. They don't usually come back.
Do you really do that?
No, I give them candy. Yeah. Okay. Anything in moderation is okay. I really believe that. Yeah. Candy's great.
Liquor's quicker.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. GP Sports Cards, the official breaking partner of the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, and they're the premier breaker for, premier. How do you like that pun?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. We're doing a box that give away a premiere as well. I forgot it's premiere week.
Oh, good job.
Premiere week.
Yeah.
You want to check out gpsportscards.com to get your spots for Friday night's breaks. Grant will be breaking premiere, a Grant from GP Sports Cards. And he'll have some mixers as well. I think he'll have a few boxes of Gongshow Reloaded left too that he's been doing in conjunction with his buyback product. And if you'll be at the expo next week, Grant is a full-time buyer, pretty much the whole show. He has a huge booth. Also has great inventory for sale. I got a bunch of cards from there at the spring show. And it's I don't have the number, but it's like kitty corner from the Upper Deck booth. So go to Upper Deck and you'll see it's a huge presence. And you'll see Grant there.
I like presents.
Me too. Also, if you're at the show, be sure to stop by and see Enzo Ferrari and Private Collection Insurance. I got the number here, booth 2825, which I'm not sure matters, right? Does anyone remember that? Does anyone even know the booth numbers anyways? Just go look for the dashingly handsome man that protects your PC. He'll be there all show, and I'm sure he'll be shaking his head at the tons and tons and probably millions of dollars of cards there that will have little to no protection. And here's the thing, I don't enjoy saying this, but something's going to happen to some of these cards at that show. It's just too big of a show for it not to. And that's exactly why PCI exists, to give the hobby, whether you're a collector or a vendor, an affordable and flexible way to protect the value of your PC. Enzo's support helps make our show possible, and he's got an amazing service that I know the three of us really believe in. And so we're grateful for that support. And then Phil, you're working on the documentation of your video and your trip to PCI to get coverage for your collection. So that will be coming out soon.
That is correct, Mr. Madigan. I have two objectives for my trip to go see Enzo. One is to just get the meat for our podcast, just strictly the interview. And then I'll do a silly little Phil interview that shows Enzo's beautiful office. You wouldn't want to get insurance from somebody in a dark alley. You want to get someone with like bright windows and, looks good, smells good, good staff. And I met them all and got a nice
belly button.
Yeah. They got a nice tour of his building, and it was beautiful. It was going to be great. And let's also let the good listener know they might, if they do swing by the Private Collection Insurance booth and check out Enzo, they might see a familiar face. Our friend Sylvain will be hanging out with Enzo as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. So it's a very approachable table. Two handsome men.
And if you go by the PCI booth, why don't you pinch Savannah on the cheek and said, Phil says hello? Yeah,
say Phil says you're a beauty. He's got pinchable cheeks for sure.
He does. And if you won't be at the expo and are a Canadian, get protected anyways. Head to privatecollectioninsurance.com, schedule your no obligation consultation today. Last thing before we get started is a reminder that our show, this show, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast, is a Patreon podcast. What that means is we rely on the support of the good listener and the good watcher like yourself to help us cover our show expenses, continue to produce more and what we hope to be better hockey card content, and then fund initiatives, even in a small way, to grow the hockey hobby, like Rip Party coming up next week. It's very easy to support our show. You can join our out of $9.99 support level tier from Patreon. It's a little as $5 a month. And you get access to our Discord. You get to see Behind the Bench every week with our boy Neeler. And all the fun stuff we do there, from 5K Challenge to fantasy hockey, and just make new friends, right? That's kind of the point of the whole thing. If you want to support us, it's very easy to do. Just go to our website, hockeycardsgongshow.com, click on the Become a Patron link at the top of the page, or go to Patreon directly, patreon.com, and search for us, Hockey Cards Gong Show. There's a link in the show description if you're watching on YouTube or listening in a podcast app, and then finally in our Instagram and TikTok profiles too. Babalubi, Bobolubai, Boobity, Skidoobity. We have one new patron since our last show. You want to shout him
We
out?
do. Coming in hot, too. Holy cow. Yeah.
Yeah.
A. Gibbons.
Oh, Gibbons. Nice. Do you guys know what a
that is?
gibbon is?
It's a bird?
No, it's an ape. It's an ape
Oh.
with no tail. It's very acrobatic. Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay.
I don't, but I think it's probably like Anthony Gibbons or something, you know?
You don't remember what you did 30 minutes ago, but you know what a gibbon is. That's pretty impressive.
I don't know why. And yeah.
Louis,
Hey,
give
yeah, let's roll with this bad boy. So, surprise, we're going to start off with Get to Know Your Hall of Famers. After that, it's the market moving, where cards shaking out. Josh will break it all down. After that, it's hobby news. Then we get into new product releases and finish with a personal pickup.
Okay, let's get rolling with our Get to Know Your Hall of Famer series. It's where we're profiling every single Hockey Hall of Fame player that's ever lived. For each player, we do a quick bio, cover why you should care about them, then take a peek at their hobby market, just a peek. We started with the first Hall of Fame class in 1945 and have been working our way towards present day. We're currently in the class of 1964, and today's Hall of Famer we're going to profile is Doug Bentley. Doug. Anyone know Doug?
No.
Good friends?
Bentleys are pretty high caliber.
Yeah, it's a British.
Hey,
Anyone you ever riding a Bentley? I never have.
Just
Nope.
once. Yeah, just one time. It's pretty cool.
You, Louis?
2003, I believe,
Oh.
yeah.
Comfortable, I would guess. Like
Yeah.
driving a big couch.
The conversation wasn't good in the car, so I didn't get to experience the best drive in the Bentley. Yeah.
Is there a story here or not? When
Well,
you're
he's dead
telling
now,
it?
so. Yeah, there's a story, but I'm not telling it here.
Okay.
Campfire. Yeah.
Campfire. Okay. Douglas Wagner Bentley lived from 1916 until passing away at 56 years old in 1972. He was born in Delis, Saskatchewan, and passed away in Saskatoon. Bentley was a left shot, left wing. Stood 5'8", weighed just 145 pounds, so a wee man. Bentley played in 13 NHL seasons but played almost 30 seasons of high-level hockey overall, which is crazy. His career lasted from 1933 until 1963. In the NHL, Bentley played 12 seasons for the Blackhawks and then one final season as a New York Ranger. And during his NHL career, he was named to 4 NHL All-Star teams, led the league in scoring in 1942-1943, and was the NHL goal leader in 1943-44. He did not win the Stanley Cup, though, which I think is kind of brutal to play 13 years in the NHL in the original 6 era.
That is horrible. That's, oh, man.
Must not have been his fault.
Years.
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Would you rather be in the Hall of Fame or win a Stanley Cup?
Stanley Cup.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I think so. During his NHL career, Bentley played 565 regular season games, scored 219 goals, added 324 assists for 543 points. Now, this isn't a math show, but that's almost a 1 point per game average. He'd continue to play 4 or 5 seasons after his NHL career ended in 1954 as a player coach in the WHL for the Saskatoon Quakers. And post-playing days, he helped operate a large family farm in Saskatchewan.
You don't say.
Huh. Yeah.
Farmers out there in the middle of my country.
Weird. Why should you care about Doug Bentley? In the late 1930s, Doug Bentley and his brothers Max and Reg were already known around Saskatchewan for dominating local senior hockey. They were so fast and in sync that fans called them the Bentleys of Delisle. And scouts came from all over the prairie just to watch them play together. A lot of scouts in the prairie, I'm guessing. Doug was signed by the Blackhawks in 1939, but spent his early years bouncing between the NHL and minor leagues. At 5'8" and about 145 pounds, many coaches thought he was too small to last in the league, a notion he would soon destroy. When he finally stuck with the Blackhawks in 1940-41, he quickly became one of the fastest skaters in the NHL. Reporters said he looked like a blur of black and red as he carried the puck from end to end, often making defensemen spin completely around. Doug's combination of speed and playmaking changed the way the Hawks attacked. Instead of dump and chase hockey, they built their offense around quick rushes led by Bentley, which was something very unusual for the time. By 1942-43, Doug formed one of hockey's first great brother lines. with Max and Reg Bentley, the Bentley line, which was so unstoppable that the three brothers once scored 11 of Chicago's 12 goals in a single weekend series.
Wonder if
That
they were
same
friends with Jacques Lemaire back in the day. Dump and chase.
dump and chase.
Mhm.
You dump the puck and then you chase the puck and copy and gobby. Go after the
Gobby.
puck. Yeah. That same season, the Bentley brothers became the first all-brother line in NHL history and led the league in scoring. Doug finished second in points, while Max took home the Hart Trophy as MVP. During the height of World War II, Reg joined the military, but Doug and Max kept the Hawks competitive. In 1943, Doug won the Art Ross Trophy as the NHL's leading scorer with 73 points, an enormous total for that era. Doug famously set a record that season by being the first player to ever record 200 shots on goal in a single season, showing just how dominant and offensive-minded he was at a time when most teams focused on defense. Despite his size, Doug never shied away from physical play. One opponent said trying to knock him off the puck was like hitting a wasp with a broom because he'd dart back twice as fast as you and sting you for it. In 1944, he briefly stepped away from the NHL to stay on his Saskatchewan farm to help with wartime wheat production. Chicago's front office begged him to return, even offering to ship him a tractor if he'd come back. Very honorable to do, though, right?
Yeah, it's hardy.
I mean, sacrifice. When he did return in 1945-46, Doug and Max immediately regained their chemistry, producing end-to-end rushes that were so fast broadcasters had trouble describing them before the next goal happened. After Max was traded to Toronto, Doug remained loyal to Chicago, where fans treated him like family. Kids waited outside Chicago Stadium for him after every game because he was known to stop, shake hands, and give away broken sticks. In 1948-49, Doug was named team captain, and even in his 30s continued to outskate younger players. At one practice, a new rookie challenged him to a race, and Doug beat him by nearly half a rink's length, laughing the whole way. In 1951, Doug and Max reunited one last time with the Saskatoon Quakers for the World Championships, leading Canada to a gold medal. Fans in Europe were stunned at how the two brothers, well into their 30s, still controlled games effortlessly. Doug finished his career as one of the greatest small players in NHL history, earning induction in the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1964. Fittingly, he celebrated the honor with his brother Max as their bond as strong as when they first skated together on frozen prairie pond. Okay, let's look at the Doug Bentley hobby market real quick. So,
real quick, let me cut you off. Let me cut you off really quick because I thought I had to look this up out of curiosity. So, he was the first ever player to record 200 shots on goal in a season. Now, do you guys have any idea what the average shots on goal for a player
No.
has been in the last 20 years?
Uh-uh.
Or I took the top 10 and just divided it up. It's 445.
Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, a lot different game today.
Yeah.
I know. I just thought that was crazy. Something I thought you'd like to know.
Good fun fact, Louis. Good fun fact.
Yeah.
So Bentley was right in the age of serving, and I hate how, like, I hate how I thought, like, well, why didn't he go to war? What was wrong? Well, maybe he didn't want to go to war. You know, that we didn't have conscripts in Canada. Actually, that's not true. I believe in the last year of 44, second last year, I think Canada had conscripts. Did you guys have conscripts for World War II? Probably not.
The draft.
The draft, yeah. Oh, you did for World War II.
Think
Well,
so. I think I'm not sure. I know for Vietnam we did. He might have been aged out though by that time.
You know what sticks with me? The farm thing. He probably got exemption, maybe. I mean, if he took a year off hockey to help his family farm, I would probably think he'd not go to war to help his family farm. You know.
And he's still, I would say, again, I don't know the exact circumstances, and maybe somebody will fill in the chat, but he did sacrifice a year of his career to help grow wheat to aid in the war effort. So I think that is commendable.
Then that's maybe he chose to. Yes, that's so. I guess you don't have to fight overseas to help in the war effort as well. Maybe that you're probably right on that. I missed that.
The Selective Training and Service Act of 1940 established the first peacetime draft in U.S. history. It was implemented to prepare for potential involvement in World War II.
Okay.
When did you
Well,
guys enter? 2 years later or 3 years later? Do you remember?
1942, Pearl Harbor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so 2 years later. We were 39. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Anywho, card markets.
Well, so this is the crazy thing about the Doug Bentley card market. So he
Nice
started
card.
playing in the NHL in 1939, but his rookie card is not until the 1951 Parker set, where it's a very cool card, a huge like skate
Yeah,
spray.
they drew a snowplow.
I know.
That's great.
The highest selling copies is PSA 9 that's pictured on YouTube, sold for $4,049 US in 2017. There's some other there is Bentley stuff. Again, the 40s were weird when it came to hockey cards, and the war was going on. So
Yeah,
there's
turmoil. There was turmoil everywhere. I mean,
there was
Yeah.
photos and matchbooks and other stuff that I don't really know what it was, but not really hockey cards. And then the crazy thing is, beyond this, there wasn't another Doug Bentley card. So this guy played for 13 years in the NHL, and I think has one card.
and nobody knows about him. Well, I mean, if you know about him and you're listening, I apologize. Then you know about him. But you mentioned something in your little story. Two massive pieces of information. He played on a line with his two brothers, and that line led the league in points that year. Is that correct?
That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay. How are the Bentleys not a household name in every Canadian and Minnesotan's home? That is, I feel like a bad NHL fan. I feel like a bad father. I haven't taught my son about the Bentleys. Why do we not know who they are? All three brothers play on. They make movies about brothers and
Hanson brothers.
Yeah, there you go. Just I feel like a schmuck that I didn't know who Doug Bentley is.
Well, and that's why we do this, right? I mean, it's just as much for our benefit as it is for everyone else out there.
Good point.
Well, that boy is your Hockey Hall of Famer, Doug Bentley.
That was cool. Hey,
Doug,
Phil, don't feel bad if you don't know one or two guys. My gosh, I probably haven't known 90% of them.
No, I know, but listen. All these men have incredible accomplishments, but this Doug Bentley, to share a line with his two brothers and to lead the league doing so, I mean, that's magic. That's what life is, right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I haven't had a data project on this show, and I love my data projects. In a while,
Been a
I
while.
know I'm a nerd, so you guys gotta help me keep this moving, because I can get all knee deep in my nerd glory here. But here's a stat for you. We're almost already 15% through the season.
That's nothing.
How is that possible? It just started. I feel like opening night just happened, and our
15
Wild are already in turmoil, so I suppose all's that right in the world.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker a couple nights ago there.
Yeah.
Oh,
Celebrini just ended, eh? I
Lit us
saw that
up.
in overtime. I was like, ooh. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. Well, so I thought that enough of this season has gone by where it might be fun to check in on the hobby markets for some of the biggest key players, right, that we tend to collect. And, as well, take another look at what's generally regarded as the peak selling season, and maybe to get some evidence to confirm or refute, I guess, that, is this the best time of year to sell your cards if that's what you intend to do? So here's what I did. I picked 10 players that we all know and love and looked at two things. How many cards sold on the secondary market from September 1st to September 27th versus October 1st to October 27th. Why the 27th? I did this research on the 27th. So I wanted, and again, what we're trying to see is that, well, just a month ago, the season we're still in the off season. Now that the season has started, has that propelled any of the markets for these players? And then over the same time frame, I also looked at for total numbers of sales greater than 500 US to also see if it's a good time to sell the spendier stuff as well. And again, I think if you've been around the hobby long enough, most of us sort of anecdotally figure that this is a good time to sell, but it is nice to see the data and how that plays out. Okay, so we're going to start with the 10 players. We're going to start with Macklin Celebrini, who I'm a smitten kitten, I'll admit it. And to this point, he's played 10 games, has 6 goals, 10 assists for 16 points. I don't think you could imagine a better start for him this year. I mean, it's been pretty awesome for a second season. He's electric in my opinion, and it's the all around game. I think
Yeah.
that makes
His
him.
defensive game is incredible. I watched almost that full game. He looks like he's a 30-year-old veteran out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Great two-way player for sure.
100%. So month to date in October, his total cards sold is up 17% over September. So a little bit of an uptick there. And his sales at $500 or greater is up 20%. So, the hobby's responding to the hot start there. Next player we looked at is Cole Caulfield, who's been a little under the radar, but another guy who's off to a great start. In 11 games played, has 9 goals already,
So
4
good.
assists for 13 points. I started to prospect him a couple years ago, and then I got anti-prospecting and sort of quit on the bit, and now I'm regretting it a little bit.
Was it a Wisconsin thing?
Yeah, that's part of it. But
Good
I do
call,
really,
Louis.
I think he's the best player in the Montreal.
Well,
Is that
he's
controversial?
it's I don't think that in your opinion, sure. He's having a great start. He's an excellent player. You don't have to jump to that conclusion, but if that's how you feel.
I can. I don't have to.
He is the definition of clutch. He wants the puck. Give him the puck. He's got the moves to score the goal. He's so good, man. He's a delight to watch.
I'll be surprised if he doesn't score 40 this year. And a big jump in the hobby is total cards sold this month is up 70% over last month. And sales of greater than 500 US up 86%. So, I mean, not a ton of like from 7 to 13, but still a pretty big jump.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot of competition. He's got the whole history of the Habs to fight against, and Demidov, and don't sleep on Slavkovsky, even though Josh hates him.
Yeah.
Suzuki.
He knows French now, so that's a good thing. Okay. Had to throw our boy in there, Louis.
See
Kirill
that.
the Thrill. Dollar Bill Kirill, y'all. And despite our team being in the tank, he's actually off to a pretty good start. 11 games played, 6 goals, 9 assists for 15 points. Our team stinks. So it's gotten so bad. You know it's bad.
Top heavy.
When Marcus Johansson's on the first line.
It's not bad. I Jared Spurgeon. What is he, like almost 40 now?
Yeah,
It looks like he's 12.
He's good.
He is a quality hockey player. I was very, very impressed with his game when I watched that Minnesota game. He's a good lad.
He's that little water bug out there that knows where to be, knows how to position himself just to tick you off against the boards and take the puck away. It's fun to watch.
Kind of a bummer he's spending his last days in purgatory, I guess, eh?
Oh.
Sorry, was that mean?
Geez, you're just on fire tonight. Well, and I guess if you're a Wild fan like we are, and it is kind of we do have a great situation on defense because we have both Spurgeon and Brodin who are still playing well, but at the end are going to transition us nicely into Brock Faber and Zeev Bium era. So I think the Wild on defense are set for many years to come. Just not on centers. We don't believe in those.
No.
Okay, Kaprizov's cards, total sales month to date up 51%, and sales of $500 or more up 127%. So the contract and the hot start has been a positive for his market. The next player we'll look at is Sidney Crosby. Ever heard of him?
On fire. He's getting better. He's aging like a fine wine.
He is.
Yeah.
11 games played, 8 goals, 7 assists for 15 points. And it's not just like the start for him. His team is playing amazing. And I just want to point out again, and we've talked about when we debate various players on this show, my belief, and I do believe this, that great players elevate their team. And I think that's 100% what's happening here. That he makes his team better.
Absolutely, he does.
Got a few cups to prove it, yeah.
I really hope they make the postseason too. Like I don't want to see another year without Sid in the playoffs.
Well, you get to see Sid. You get to see Sid in the Olympics this year. That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, total cards sold month to date up 30%, and for such an established guy like that, I think that's pretty significant. And sales of $500 or greater up 45% month over month. So another guy who's trending well. Now, all the guys we've talked about so far have been off to a pretty hot start. And the next guy, Ovechkin, I would say is kind of off to a slow start. A little bit, I guess, maybe to his standard. In 10 games played, he has 2 goals, 5 assists for 7 points. Still stuck on 899 goals. Has been there for a few games now. And I'm not going to say Father Time is caught up after 10 games because he's known to go on heaters, and he started a little slow last year and then broke his leg, and everyone.
Yeah, he just needs to break a leg. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Break your femur. You're good.
Break your leg, and after that. It hasn't mattered, though, really. His total cards sold this month is up 26% over last month, and sales of $500 or more up 10% over September. So
everybody get a raise at work or something?
I don't know, man.
What's going on?
Be
I
booming.
know times are tough. I'm dying over here. Oh, okay.
All right, Phil, perk up. We're on to your favorite player now. Austin Matthews, in 10 games played. He has 5 goals, 3 assists for 8 points. And I think, as the kids would say, is this like a mid start for Austin Matthews? It's kind of like, meh. It's not bad.
I think he popped in over 40 goals, 2 years ago? Everyone's like, well, I didn't have a really good year. I'm like, what? I don't even like the guy, and I think you're crazy. What are you talking about?
Well, what are you and all your Leafs fans saying about the team and the start so far, Phil?
I don't pay attention.
No
one's talking about hockey around me. It's all Blue Jays.
Blue Jays. You're right.
Which is very refreshing. Very refreshing. I'll take it. I mean, it makes me sad, but I'll take it.
Well, AM34 cards this month total sales are up 25% over last month, and sales of $500 or more up 67%. So again, can't stop, won't stop. This hobby, everyone's chasing their favorite guy. Mm-hmm. How many got left? We got I think 4 left. Okay, Bedsy. Got to talk about Bedsy. Great, good start after the other night when he had a 4-point game with a hat trick. Really pumped up his numbers. So he has 6 goals, 6 assists for 12 points in 10 games played now. And seems to be cooking more this year. I've watched him a few games and I've been impressed. So
he's excellent. He kicked the crap out of my Sens. He's not going to beat you on the outside though, right? Like he doesn't have that Celebrini total game. Okay, maybe not. I don't mean defensive. Well, he sucks on defense too, so maybe I did mean that. He's not going to. He has such a release on his shot. I don't know if he knows how to break to the outside and charge the net or. It's exciting to see a young man evolve, and the sky's the limit for this kid. Sky's the limit. Do not hold back on him. Just because Celebrini is going to be most likely a more complete player doesn't mean Bedard's not going to break records or turn some heads for highlight reels.
Once he gets it on his horse with that back check and breaking up a play going the other way, and then turning that play around to go back the other direction.
A good transition.
That's when the whole completeness of Bedsy will show. But I think that's just probably the biggest lacking part in his game. But look at what he's done forever, probably. I didn't watch him, obviously, when he was 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. But he's probably always been that offensive star.
Yeah.
So something to learn, something to watch for.
100%. Next guy, Jack Hughes. Another guy off to a great start. In 10 games, has 9 goals as well, 5 assists for 14 points. I would say a typical good start for brother Jack. Now, can he avoid the January season-ending injury? I think that's what is on all our minds. I really hope so, because I'd love to see him again make it through a whole year.
The league needs this kid to come on. We need like 2-3 years of dominance here, and he has it. He stands out in every game I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm. Again, his hobby market's trending up. October sales month to date, total sales up 30%. $500 or more cards, sales are up 50% over September. 2 more. Connie McDavid. Can't do this without talking about McDavid. In 11 games, 3 goals, 11 assists for 14 points. Is McDavid like bored with scoring goals? That's my question here.
He's a team player. Yeah. He recognizes what they need and he delivers. It doesn't care. He's not selfish. He's not greedy. He's not Austin Matthews. It's not all about him.
Ooh. Now, this isn't a bit, and I do love McDavid. But I'm going to ask a serious question about this because I looked up some numbers here. In his past 154 games, he's got 61 goals. Not horrible at all, but I would say not very McDavidian.
He's choosing not to. He's choosing to pass.
Well, in the prior 162 games, he had 108 goals.
Yeah, because he chose to. He didn't feel like sharing the wealth. McDavid can do what he wants on the ice. I firmly believe
he still has a lot. But what do you think's ideal though for the Oilers? Like, is it to be more of a a setup guy, or do you think that like if you're coaching the Oilers, you want McDavid shooting more?
First, I'd want, if I was coaching the Oilers, my goalie to save the puck. Second, if I was coaching the Oilers, I would want McDavid. Yeah, you're probably right. I'd probably want him. Like, Connor, I know what you're doing, but Connor, can you just like shoot the puck? Because it goes in usually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd be scared to head coach Connor McDavid. I'd be like, I don't know, man. What do you think?
You probably just let him do his thing, I would guess.
Yeah,
What would you do,
I
Lee?
think so. I think so. I mean, when Draisaitl or when they team up on a line, I mean, they can just scary. I mean, it's scary.
Just let McDavid play his game. Leave him alone.
Okay.
Yeah, Josh, stop picking on him.
That was another Baba Louie Hobby hot take.
You're gonna get another video. You're gonna get another video made about your ridiculous opinions.
It was a question. Are we not allowed to ask? Jeez,
I hope someone does. Some
How dare you
outrageous
question this?
opinions. There's some incorrect opinions out there, and I'm gonna talk for 10 minutes and tell you why my opinion's correct.
Oh, ye of little faith! How dare you? How
sorry.
darest you question the sanctity that is McDavid?
I apologize.
Well, Phil, we saved the best for last. We can't do an update like this without looking at the hobby market for our guy, everybody's guy, the league's darling, Shane Pinto.
Oh,
now-
nice.
In 11 games played, has 8 goals, 2 assists for 10 points. And what, he can't pass the puck? Or he's the anti-McDavid here?
He's the anti-McDavid. Wow, he's had a rough couple of games there. He's kind of been a ghost, but yeah, 272%.
Have you bought any Pinto cards since the start of the year?
Yeah, I think I bought 2. I bought a 101. I don't know, they're dirt cheap.
Oh.
I bought a 101, something silly. I don't even know why I bought that. I felt like I had to. I'm like, well, no one else is buying Shane. I better. No, I love my boy. Yeah, this is great. So listen, if you want a Shane Pinto Young Gun, I got a great deal for you. I won't mark it up 272%, only 150. So that's like $12.
It's like $1.50. So yeah, his total cards sold is up 272%. It was 118 cards sold in September, 439 in October. And his sales of $500 or more is up like 1,000,000% because it went from 0 to 2. So I don't even know how to calculate. We're not that smart.
Yeah, one of those probably.
Okay, so I have some totals here. So of all the 10 guys, right, the total sales for just these 10, we couldn't look at everyone, up 31% from September to October, and then sales of $500 or more up 27%. Now, takeaways. I guess for me, it definitely, of course, confirms what we probably already knew, that the beginning of October is a pretty good time to sell cards, if that's what you want to do. And, I guess if, a lot of these players have been off to a good start, but that doesn't matter for like Ovechkin or anything like that. But I would say right before the season starts is probably the most ideal time. In the 3+ years now that I've been tracking this stuff for the show, the other, you also commonly hear the start of the playoffs, right? But I think right now is probably the peak selling time.
Every year? Like, is it pretty consistent? September, October is usually the time.
Yeah, it's like the first, the week before the season to 2 weeks after.
Really? Eh? It's like gas, though. I need gas for my truck. I'm gonna pay for it. I don't care what the price is. If I need to sell a card, I'll sell it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a
Okay.
savvy entrepreneur, though. So
Yeah,
I gotta say the E word at least once an episode.
You do. Slab Sharks, the Gongshow partner sponsor, thankful for their support of our show. What a goat rodeo this whole show. We have paused like 400 times. We're gonna spend all night editing, but it's it's all good. The biggest hockey auction. Well, that's what Slab Sharks is, guys. You know that it ends.
It's a really big auction. It's good, Josh. Keep going.
Huge. There's like 4 million cards in there.
There's like 1 billion cards in there.
Just like $1.280 cards.
My dad's stronger than your dad. Everybody's dad's stronger than my dad.
Well, we're gonna be live at 8 p.m. Eastern on the Gongshow YouTube channel, covering all the bangers, the whales closing in the auction this week. Come join us, hang out in the chat. A couple more shields, of course. That's the whole scuttlebutt.
There's a big one. It's a big super good.
It's
I know.
huge.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah. Oh, also the three of us brothers from another mother. We each went through the auction and picked out a couple of favorites to highlight. So I'm gonna go with my 2 picks first because I'm the coolest.
Yeah.
You guys look up to me in
Whatever we
weird and
can do to
unweird
keep you
ways.
happy. We just want to keep you happy. That's all.
The first card, I think this is a banger. It's a
Mm.
2019 premiere. Oh, speaking of premiere, it's premiere release week. Cale Makar, Baby Bobby Orr. It's an acetate rookie auto patch gold. It's out of 25. It's the bookend. 25 out of 25. Great patch. The auto is less faded than normal for premiere. And it's this cool looking card. I like it.
Good job.
The next one is a 2015-16 Upper Deck Buybacks, which is a 14-15 Leon Draisaitl Young Guns Gold Ink Auto out of 25. If you can zoom in, the auto actually looks really good, especially for our boy Slappy D. So if you're a Draisaitl fan, this would be a cool one to get, I think.
I wish I had lots of money and I could buy this for Carter. He would be
Yeah.
so, you know what I mean? Like that's what I wish I had lots of money. I would buy this for my boy Carter because it's a very special card. And he
What
would
you buy
treasure
for
it.
me.
Yeah.
You don't like Draisaitl, which is weird because you like
I like
Sloppy D. So I don't understand why
Hmm.
it's bizarre. But either way, I'd buy you a different card, Josh.
I told
one?
you not to say he liked that.
No, sorry, Louis. That's confidence. On air production meeting.
All right, Beebaloo, what do you like?
Oh, check out this first one. Such a banger. Bring back the old 90s Upper Deck,
Yeah.
please. 1992 Upper Deck, back-to-back autograph silver. Brett Hall, Wayne Gretzky, hand numbered to 999. Love it. Love these cards. Want more. Let's go back.
I've never
old
seen this
school.
card.
Autographed or
Gold.
ever, or without the auto?
I don't think without the auto. How have I never seen it? What's wrong with
Or
it?
the first 90, 91, 90, 91, 92, and 92, 93 are the greatest years of hockey card
No.
collecting ever. Yes.
I
Ever.
understand.
Yeah. I mean, I already just got all excited about it. Just look at it. If you're listening, go online, check this card out. It's awesome. You'll want it. And my second one, I didn't mean to do this to you two personally, but I'm not a super huge fan with most of the blue metal PMGs. So this good listener, 2012 Fleer Retro Patrick Waugh Metal Universe PMG out of 50 blue. This one's a PSA 6. Looks great. There's so many jerseys that just don't color match and look good on the blue, and this one fits the bill perfectly. I would love to have this card simply for the match. Looks
Blocker, the
awesome.
catcher, the pants, or for you guys, the
Just-
breezers.
It's so awesome.
Yeah. They go over the knees. That's why they're called pants, if I had to guess, right? They're not shorts. They
No,
go
they're not.
over
You're
the
wrong.
knees.
You're
More
wrong.
like cargo shorts then.
Who wears cargo shorts?
Kids in the 90s.
80% of our audience.
This isn't how well. First of all, how dare you cheat on Marty Brodeur? But I'm proud of you. This card is amazing.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's
I wouldn't-
incredible.
I wouldn't want, honestly, I probably would not, if it was thrown at me, the blue Brodeur, because it just doesn't look right. I love the red and red one I have.
Well, we'll test that next week at the expo. I'm
Yeah,
gonna throw
yeah.
the blue Brodeur at you and see what you do.
You could throw a blue Brodeur at me. I don't mind. I like that card. Yeah, it's a good trader.
I don't know. Still got to be eye appealing. Isn't that the new thing?
Yeah, well,
Doesn't have
that's the
eye
point I want to
appeal.
make on this card. For a PSA 6,
Mm-hmm.
this ain't bad. I've seen a
Yeah,
lot
I just-
worse, like, PMGs with like a whole like chunk out of the top.
Stop grading your PMGs. Stop. It's not sure. Every card's gradable, but what's the point of it? There's no point.
Mhm.
If I see this one, I will definitely give it the Baba Louie gold sticker of eye appeal authorization.
What do you? Okay, let's say I found a Patrick Waugh red 10. Okay, and then I have the 6 blue and I have a 7 green. Well, I guess if I like slabs, then that's okay to have the 3 in the slabs. Like I don't know why the 10 would make me uncomfortable. I'd be like, well, I have a 6 blue. Like it's just that you lose the love of the card, the set, the lore, the magic of it when you're focusing more on the grade of it. I don't know. For a PMG card, not all cards, just that's where my head goes first for that.
Yeah, but remember that silly rule with these PMGs, a 6 is like a 8, 8.5.
I
Yeah.
feel like
You know?
I feel like uniformity and symmetry is not a prerequisite, but it's something that's in all of us, and that's a reason we like hockey cards, right? Like I've met a lot of guys that collect silver in the hockey card thing. Not everybody, but we're dudes. We like to touch things, collect things. I'm just saying, if the grading of the PMGs, and there's some other cards as well, it seems to take away from the magic of that set, to me anyways, when people are focusing on more of the grades. And then the conversation goes to, well, these are pretty hard to grade and blah, blah. I'd rather talk about the card. I'd rather talk about Gene. I'd rather talk about upper decks practices in the 90s, or other cards that would lead to, but it always goes to the PMG grading thing.
I have no interest in one of these graded. This could be an 8 and I'd still crack it. I don't care if I'd be losing money.
Boy. Phil's cracking service at your service.
Right on.
I go
All
both
right.
ways.
Yeah, we heard. Anyways, Bill.
I got a little package.
Apparently.
Huh? There you are, bud.
I picked. Oh, it's my turn. Yeah, I'm like, that's what I picked. And we're going to have a problem.
Hey.
Okay, so what you see here, good listener, is a 2024 O-Pee-Chee Platinum Macklin Celebrini, maybe Sidney Crosby, we don't know yet, Seismic Gold. So Seismic Gold, this is a non-auto, it's out of 50. I just feel this card needs to be talked about, because if history has told us anything, the Seismic Golds are one of the cards that people remember for years and years to come. Even though they were created in 2015, we have a 10-year data sheet to reference, and these cards bang. So you can't really go wrong. Like, I mean, if this card goes to like $3,000, okay, sure, maybe someone went wrong. I don't know, but maybe they didn't. But I know that I wouldn't feel, this is a card, if I overpaid for today, I wouldn't feel too bad about. And I don't think you should either, if you're going to be the buyer of this card.
No way, absolutely not.
So I'm not going for it. I just wanted to talk about how much power the Seismic Golds have. And this could be, in 20 years, this could be quite the card, right?
Okay.
This could be quite the incredible card of somebody who has a couple of Stanley Cups, couple of gold medals, and eats, sleeps, breathes, and bleeds Team Canada. All right, next card.
He's like half American. He went to
He's
high school in
Canadian.
Minnesota.
He's Canadian.
So does Sidney
So-
Crosby.
Have you seen our Olympic team, dude? Everyone who's won track and field was they're anyways, okay.
Brett
Wait,
Hulse,
wait, wait,
Canadian.
wait, wait, how come if Canada's so great, all your best players come to high school in Minnesota?
Oh, I didn't say listen, we just don't make me be realistic on air. I'll do it off air. Right? We're always a little behind. Our TV movies.
Please, Daddy,
are-
don't put me in my place. Please, Daddy, don't. Don't embarrass me in front of my friends.
Oh, I love it. Oh.
Good stuff. Okay, next card. Quiet Madigan. All right, 2018 Upper Deck. Ingrained. Sidney Crosby signature shots auto out of 25. I picked this card because it upsets me. If I can't like this stick card, and I do, I love it. This card is a perfect hockey stick memorabilia hockey card of Sidney Crosby, one of my favorite players. It color matches. The auto is incredible. The wood, the comfort level. Oh my God, everything is incredible. Incredible. And I don't want it in my collection. And it really upsets me. I think I figured it out the other day. It's the planing of the hockey stick. I know that's not a hockey stick. Oh, well, it's a
Looks like
part
a
of a
table.
hockey.
It
Pardon
looks
me?
like grandma's.
It's like a table.
Yeah, it looks like the table I'm
Thanksgiving
looking at right
table.
now. Yeah, and it's just I really want to get into the hockey stick cards and I can't. I just think it's because they're modified. A jersey is thin. It's just cut around. It's still the jersey,
Right.
you know. Like
Where
if
I agree with you is I like the stick cards that like have like the coho on them, or like the marks from where the puck are banging against the boards. That
like the
sort of
T of the Titan that we had in our Reloaded. Yeah, see that, and that I still can't get behind, but I can get behind. I get it. I 100% get it. I get why someone wants this card too. I understand that. I can't do it, and it upsets me, and I wanted to share that.
stuff.
I feel your pain.
Yeah,
I
this,
do.
you know what? This is I've collected many years, and I know not to buy this card. That's maybe the better of the story. Like, if you know deep down you probably shouldn't, and you still did, you gotta have some wisdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I know enough not to buy this card. It would not make me
nothing
happy.
wrong with that. We look at patch autos every day on the show,
Yeah.
and I think, wow, it's an amazing card. And I also don't really have a desire to own many of them.
Well, I'm struggling here. I want to own it all.
This looks like one of those cards where you're just kind of sitting back on your Davenport with your pipe and, just
Like rolling on it?
looking at it.
No, he's like
cool.
the with the cherry tobacco.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right.
The reason why, boys, there's like 10,000 cards. There is 10,000 cards in this week's auction. Is Slab Sharks, they make your life super easy. They do all the work. All you have to do is box your cards up, send them to Slab Sharks HQ if you're in Canada, or to the Gong Show if you're in the US, and we'll get them to Slab Sharks for you. Regardless, once you get them boxed up and sent, you're done. Slab Sharks does everything else. Plus, our auction is, of course, the biggest weekly hockey auction there is, so you don't have to do any work, and your cards go listed in the biggest auction. What's better than that? For complete consignment info, including payout rates, and to get the consignment process started today, head to slabsharks.com. Hi, Dave.
David.
Mhm.
What's up?
How are you? Yeah,
Good.
well, we talked a lot, and we paused 400 times. So you're early, we're late, or you're on time and we're late. And so we're going to bring you on early and let you hang out through Hobby News.
Hobby news.
Hobby news. Dave,
Hobby news.
that was weak.
No.
I thought, Phil, you go last. You jumped me.
I don't. I'm not feeling creative right now. See it.
He's feeling his
News
belly
from the
button.
hobby.
There you go.
News
Good.
from the particulate of the centrifuge in your brain that wants information. That's what Phil would say.
What's a centrifuge?
News from the
I
belly
know.
button.
News
Yeah.
from my belly button. Coming live from my belly button. What's this? I haven't seen this in years. Wow.
Wow.
This first one's a doozy, boys. Can't wait to talk about this one. So this story comes from collect.com.
From who? Thanks.
Last Friday, a 1914 Baltimore News Babe Ruth graded an SGC 3 sold for a pretty big number at Heritage Auctions, over $4 million, $4,026,000 US. Normally, I think you'd congratulate the seller on a $4 million sale. Well, there's a problem. It's believed that the seller of this very rare Babe Ruth is the same person that had purchased the card in December 2023 for $7.2 million. So that is a suspected $3.2 million loss, and believed to be the single largest loss on a sports card sale to date. In fact, the previous owner of the card, so collected him dirty, and they calculated the total days he owned the card, and he basically lost $4,600 US a day owning the card.
Oh, that is mean. Even like Wander Franco fans didn't lose more than that. I find that hard to believe. It's up there.
Now, only between 10 and 15 total copies of this card are known to exist. Moral of the story is, when you auction a card, you never know, and there's no guarantees. And that's a big hit. It's a super ugly card, in my opinion. I mean, it's not like obviously very historically significant, but a $3 million loss on a sports card. How do we feel about that?
I don't feel anything.
How long did he own it?
Like December 2023, so just shy of 2 years.
Yeah.
Has another one out of the 15 that exists sold in between then?
I don't think so.
No.
No.
So I guess the other 14 owners are like, this guy's making us look jumpy.
Yeah, I just think it comes down to, it's not like Babe Ruth's got any less popular, or the market is real hot. This is just what happens in auctions. It's that.
Well, what if when he bought it, it was favorable to the seller that day? He overpaid like a milli 0.1, and then let's say on this particular day, it wasn't very favorable to the new seller, and it was like $1 million the other way. Like a wind of change or a perfect storm. Boom, there's your $3 million. I don't think that it's like, oh my God, that card's just worth half now. Well, I guess it is. I mean,
No.
that's what a sale is.
Well, what from a comp perspective, yes, but or it could be that maybe when back in December of 2023, there was two rich people that really, really wanted this card, and the owner was one of them. And then now, when it went for sale again, now there's only one really, really rich person.
There you go.
That's willing
probably
to pay
it.
that much, and that person got a, maybe they were the underbidder at like 7 million last time, and won it at 3
You got a
million, or
smoking
4
deal.
million.
Maybe it was the other guy who was bidding in 2023
Yeah.
and he didn't have anyone to bid against. So he got it for way cheaper.
Or
There you go.
it's the original seller. He just bought his card back and saved some money. People do that all the time. You never know.
Maybe.
Mhm.
What?
Mhm.
Maybe people sell. Maybe he needed to buy his daughter a Bentley.
Oh,
A Doug Bentley.
Maybe
Okay.
3 of them.
We'll move on. I just thought that was pretty crazy. That's a big,
That's a blow.
big hit.
Hmm.
Most people, I think, have seen, or I guess maybe haven't. Upper Deck's president, Jason Mashera, made some hobby waves the other day in a post he did on the Real Adult Time social network on LinkedIn.
Yeah, Josh had to explain to me what that was.
I was like, "What is this?" I'm like, "It's kind of like Facebook, but for adults." He's like,
That's what I
"Oh."
said. It seemed like. Anyways, I asked him. I was like, "Should I get one?" He's like, "No."
isn't
not
LinkedIn
belong.
dying? Isn't LinkedIn dying though?
I left the corporate world and I don't want to be on LinkedIn anymore. So I left that world behind me. Yeah. I don't want to play the game. I don't want to like pretend.
Right.
I just rather everyone know how dumb I am.
Stay real with us at the bottom of the Titanic here. Come on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in his post, Jason gave the hobby, I think, a word of caution. So we'll call it Jason's hobby opus, even though I don't think it technically meets the definition of an opus. I just thought it was kitschy.
Yeah,
to say
I
that.
actually, honestly, I went online and had to look up Opus, and I'm like, I don't.
It's
okay.
Richard Dreyfuss. It's
Mr.
Richard
Holland's Opus, the
Dreyfuss.
movie. I get it. No. I just wanted to say Jason's Opus. Fine. And
It's your
putting
moment,
square peg
Josh.
in a round hole.
Louis
Yeah.
stole
But,
it from you.
It wasn't a super long post, so I think it's worth reading, and then we can have a discussion about it.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what Jason had. I'm going to be presidential. Everything speculative is up right now. The stock market, Bitcoin, trading cards, and it's pricing some collectors out. Here's what the data shows. 50% of consumer spending in the US is coming from 10% of the population. Rich people are carrying the market, not just in cards, but across every category. Concert tickets, $1,000 for nosebleeds. Luxury goods, selling faster than ever. High-end collectibles, moving at record prices. When boxes cost $1,000 or more, you're not buying for fun anymore. You're speculating. You're betting that what you buy today will be worth significantly more tomorrow. And that works until it doesn't. Sports cards have always had speculation built in. You collect a rookie hoping they become a Hall of Famer. But what's happening now is different in scale. And when markets become this speculative, they become fragile. I'm not saying the sky is falling. I'm saying we need to be honest about what's happening. This isn't sustainable growth driven by collectors who love the hobby. This is wealth concentration driving prices that most people can't participate in. And if that money suddenly moves elsewhere to bet on something else, we will all feel it.
Mm-hmm.
Phil got emotional.
You did.
All choked up.
Wow. If you're listening,
it's coincidence. It's coincidence.
He's heave crying right now.
Mhm.
Good.
I don't know. Did when you guys first read this, what was your initial reaction versus now that it's been a day or two? What do you think about it?
Oh, I loved it when I was like, banger. Yes, let's go. Reposted it immediately.
I loved it. I loved what he was saying about the things, but then not to be an ass. But then I'm sitting here going, well, look at the prices of boxes from Upper Deck. You're only getting, cup boxes and stuff. I can't touch that. There's only so many people that can buy cup boxes. So it doesn't work for me.
And you know what else? I gotta say it. I'll point out the obvious. The biggest and only comment under all the platforms of people posting Mr. Mashera's opus here was that, aren't you the guy that ran up the prices of Series 2 and 23, 24 for the Bedard tax? Now, saying that, he's running a business. Maybe they tried something and they realized it was a mistake. Maybe, who knows? But he's just one person. He has to answer to a lot of people, and maybe those people wanted him. I love how he wrote this, knew that was going to come his way, and he still did it. He's allowed to have these thoughts and still run a business and try business things. So,
but I don't think it wasn't Upper Deck that jacked the prices up on Series 2, was it?
I think there's a lot of mystery to that. I think there's only 2 distributors in Canada, and I don't want to assume, but if I had to guess, I would think they work closely with certain parts of Upper Deck, not necessarily Mr. Mashera, other people in the company, right? Or maybe Mr. Mashera. I have no idea. I have no clue. But that was very, very unfortunate for a lot of people, and I think just that's really lingering. And that's why I love this so much more, because he was just like, you know what? I don't care. I'm saying it. And then maybe we can talk about it one day. Maybe he has a good answer. Maybe he says, look, we tried something. It didn't work. And, we're not going to do that again. We're still running a business, though.
This is making me.
Oh, go ahead, Dave.
I was just going to say, this kind of makes me think about the Shield market right now, because we've had a lot of conversation about these Shield cards going for big money. And you wonder, me and Phil talk about it all the time, like on our show, where we're like, who are these people who have these bankrolls? Are these actual like hockey fans or collectors of these players? Or are they just random people coming in from other sports? We would love to find who are these people, and please come on our show so we can talk to you and find out, because where is these, the Celebrini Smith card that just sold for $30K? It's like, who's buying that card? Like,
perfect example, Dave. Perfect.
Where's that money coming from? And so maybe Jason's, kind of referring to a lot of the things like about that. Like, we have big money coming in from, there's not that many people who have the bankroll to buy these huge banger cards. So who's coming in, who's swooping in, who's paying these prices for this? And if they're fickle people who are involved in a lot of other things, when their attention gets drawn to something else, then when someone goes to resell that $30,000 card, it might be worth $5K. So,
yeah. Well, okay. 2 things I want to maybe just add to the conversation first of all, is regarding the Series 2 pricing. You're right, Phil. We don't know, whether it was sold to distributors at a lower amount and then they raised the price. I have said this before, but I do think hopefully going forward, Upper Deck will put some price controls.
Yes,
because whoever's decision it is, this is the brand on the box, and they're going to take the bullets or get the glory, however it becomes perceived. The second thing too about is when you look at it, and I don't know Jason, we've met him, we've had some conversations. He's a nice guy, but we don't know the exact workings of Upper Deck. It's a privately held company, but what I can tell you about a president, right? is So typically a president's job is that the board of directors of the company, or the C-suite, whatever, chairman of the board, CEO, that sort of level, which I'm guessing is probably like family or a board of advisors that they have from other big companies, will set the strategic direction for the company. And the president's job is to execute it, right?
It's not even his call. Like it
might not be. It might be.
Yeah,
I mean, he might have, that sort of, or he might have a voice as part of the strategy. But sometimes, like, we kind of think that, Upper Deck is, Jason Mashera's company, and he gets to make every decision and decide every strategy, and that just might not be the case, right? And so, that's so. And I only say that for us all to be a little bit careful about what we assume in certain
100%.
circumstances.
Yeah, you make an ass out of you and me. This is here. Mr. Mashera could, at the board of directors meeting, put his hand up and said, I don't think we should do this. This is going to be a bad look for Upper Deck. And let's say they all voted him and he was the only one in that room, I'm throwing a hypothetical, that didn't want to increase the price. We will never know. He would never tell us, right? You don't know. Exactly. So that's why that it should stop there. This is what sucks, though. It's the aftermath. I have heard it with my own ears, out of the box. Well, what's a Bedard tax? And then one of the counter guys is like, well, Connor Bedard can't. It's lingering. It's not going away. Bedard tax is a thing now. That's a phrase in our hobby. And that is what just it sucks.
Yeah, and see, like when I look at this story, my interest is less in trying to go back and find receipts and to find contradictions and to say, well, you're the guy that said this, but you did that in the past. I'm more curious about why he posted this in the first place. What's his motive? He's a smart man.
There's there's
right.
It's separated by 4 things for sure. Like,
yeah, I don't think he just was bored at lunch and said, "Oh, I'm gonna post on LinkedIn.
I'm gonna be the orange guy here and just do this."
Yeah, so it's like, is he trying to maybe set an expectation that, or set a warning that, that maybe they have information, or he's been in the hobby a very long time. He has a gut feeling that to your, I think Dave, you made a great point that a lot of the speculator market that might be driving up the prices is that those attention spans are short, and when they move on to something else, now there's not a big pool of people willing to spend 30, 40, 50, $100,000 on shield cards, and maybe he doesn't want people knowing that eventually will happen to assume that the sky is falling, that it just means that this group of people has found another shiny new toy. So
I don't disagree with you at all. I don't want people. See, that's the one thing that bugs me the most too. Is I hate when people come after. Hey, I mean, just Upper Deck for even that Series 2 thing. It's not them. I work with a small privately owned company also, but they all set an MSRP. They all set a standard price. What I do with the product after that is my thing. And then if everybody's on that train, that's on them. It's not on Upper Deck or that company. But now, like you said, be cool if those companies then could come back at you. I know the one I do work with would be like, you can't be doing it at that price. And I don't want them to be getting the wrath for something like that, which I don't believe is true.
The best line in his thing is, this isn't a sustainable growth driven by collectors who love the hobby. Oh, that hit me hard. He does have his finger on the pulse of what a real collector is, because it is not sustainable. It's bang on.
Yeah, you look at any. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry,
Joe.
I just want to comment on Louis, and then we'll let you go, Dave. So Louis, you're right, but there's something called map pricing, which Upper Deck should definitely do. And so, like, Sony famously does map pricing. When they were selling TVs and the rise of the big box retailers, they wanted to protect the local electronics store, your neighborhood electronics dealer, knowing that Walmart could come in and sell $1,000 Sony for $800 because of their buying power. And so they put in where you can't discount. Like, map pricing can work both ways, right? Where you can't discount beyond a certain level, and that can work where Upper Deck could put something in place to say, listen, here's our wholesale price, let's say $100 on a box. You can't sell it for more than $200, because at that point it will damage our brand, and it would have to be for a certain, maybe 6 months or 3 months or something like that, and then you let the free market run its course at that point. And I think that would have maybe, it's probably even way more complicated than that.
Like Mac computers, you can't. There's like what, $6 profit on for the store, but if you buy an accessory, they make their money.
Sure. Dave, you had a comment.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, if you just understand like economics as a whole, everything through, look back 1,000 years back, every century, decade, there's ups and downs within the economy and everything. And so just like any kind of market in the sports card market, you're going to have highs and you're going to have lows. And when you go high, everyone is like, how could this ever drop? It's amazing. Everyone's buying, everyone's enjoying it. You just never think the bottom's going to drop out at some point. And, you look back through time, and that's what ends up eventually happening. How far it dips is always, an unknown, but there will be a dip. And then guess what? When it hits a bottom, it's going to go back up again. So
I feel like when the pendulum has always swung, Dave, I completely agree with you. And maybe this is because I'm halfway through my life and we're all around the same age. don't you feel like the pendulum's swinging really hard and far in our lifetimes? Like
Yeah.
it just our parents didn't deal with these massive extremes, right? And in every orifice of life, the change is fast and it's quick, and I'm dizzy and I want to take a nap. And yeah, like if the bottom falls out on us here, it's going to fall out harder than it's ever have before. I mean, maybe not Black Sunday or the stock market crash in the 10s or 15s there, but
well, I mean, if you just go back to the shield market again, not to be pounding on that, but I mean, look how much it's increased just in like 6 months. It's gone completely insane. And so my feeling is it can't continue to go completely insane because people are going to completely run out of money. There's only a certain amount of pool of money that goes to the hobby, right? So as more collectors come in, you add more money. So as more collectors, that's what kind of, I would say, grows the hobby. Well, what happens when there's no more collectors coming in? There's only so many funds that go to the hobby. And so if they're all being spent on these really big cards, then there's nothing left for everything else. Or, the bottom crashes out. So
doesn't your government just print more money when it needs more money?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you do that at your house? Like every time I'm like, man,
no, we don't print. No, we just start more charities.
I pull money off the tree and I'm good to go. So if you don't have a money tree, you're missing out, man. Money trees are the best.
Josh, when you first said, how did you think of it when you first read it? That in the beginning, that's what I said. But now after looking at it for a few days, I was trying to why did we were saying, why did he say this? It just didn't come out of thin air. Something's got to be, driving it. I think the biggest thing is with these big cards, and I think Dave's on it with like the shield stuff, is he's not saying, or I think he's kind of chasing that the current growth probably isn't healthy for the hobby altogether. It's not sustainable probably either. And I don't think it's being driven personally by like passionate collectors, like Dave was also saying, it's probably, wealthy investors. We've seen Mr. Wonderful jump in with a group of guys and buy that basketball card, and wealthy speculators, so
yeah,
I think it's that concentration of the money from these people will drive these prices so high that the average collectors, or not so average me collectors, can't participate, and it'll hurt the hobby in the long term. And he doesn't want to see that happen. If this continues, the whole hobby will feel the impact, and that bubble might burst sooner than later and prices will fall.
Boys,
I just thought
of something. Maybe we're overcomplicating this like crazy. What if Mr. Mashera just was what if he lost the Medano shield card and he's like, that's it, this has gotten out of control.
Maybe it's
I don't have this for my PC, and I'm the president of Upper Deck. That's it. I'm writing a letter to myself. I'd love it to be that, where he's like, well, actually, this is what happened. I lost out on my own card of my company's card, and it's just not worth that. And I know that.
I think if you just take it, everything in perspective, like,
yes,
collect what you want to collect. If you're opening boxes, because I mean, I remember we sent this out in a group chat, and Anthony specifically talked about it as well. And, he kind of has like a different take on it. And, he loves to open wax. He loves opening cases. We all like to open wax. We just can't afford
entertainment.
Yeah, it's entertainment. So if you're opening wax for the entertainment, not looking at it to be an entrepreneur or to make money, and you're opening it for the enjoyment, then there's nothing wrong. You're doing it right? Just don't expect a monetary value of a certain whatever for it. Just enjoy the process, enjoy the product, enjoy buying cards, and don't get so wrapped up into I'm trying to make money.
And that seems to be a lot of the people, that's the route they're taking nowadays. We can keep coming back to my little story about just buying a flagship box. I'm not buying any of that for the Demidov Young Gun or any of that. If I get it, great. That's fun. I got a Snuggerud. I'm happy. But It's everything else in there. It's the inserts. I love all that goofy stuff. I'm not looking for that dollar return to make my money back on the box. It's the fun of opening that and getting, especially with flagship, you're getting a boatload of cards, and to see them and enjoy what you get out of it. That's how I've always been.
I think though that the market has a better chance of sustainability with these higher end like 101 sales than I think what's worse for the hobby, somebody spending 30 grand on a Celebrini and Will Smith rookie tandem shield out of 2, or the person that just bought the first Demidov Young Guns PSA 10 for $1,000, knowing that card has 0% chance of being a win long, because we know what'll happen, right? In 8 months there's going to be 3,000 of those,
Yeah.
and in a year there's going to be 6,000 or more of those cards. And the poor person that just doesn't know how it works just made a horrible financial decision buying that card. But it happens every single time a product comes out. But the silver lining in all of this for me is that every market will go up and down. It's 100% true. And this is whether you're a collector or an investor, right? You don't get rich in real estate buying houses when the market's up. You wait till it crashes, knowing, because everyone's like, oh, the sky's falling, my house will never be worth anything. And they gobble up properties. And then 4 years later, when it's booming again, they're rich, right? So if you're in the investor type, a down market's not a bad thing. You make smart purchases. But if you're a collector, like the 4 of us, you can't lose either way. When the market's up, our collections are worth more money, and that feels good. When the market goes down, we get to buy cool cards for less money than we thought we could get. There's so many cards that I can buy today that I fell in love with during the pandemic that I literally thought I would never have a chance to buy.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy either way. I can't lose.
When the market's good too, it's a good time to explore for cards that you didn't know that existed before. We have almost 100 years to play with, well, like 75.
So interesting that Jason put it out there, and
Mm-hmm.
someday I hope we get to ask him about it.
Right. I hope we can hear more.
As a collector, that if I still have a card in my collection that is part of my PC, I could say this: I've never overpaid for a card. If I own it and it's mine, and if it's in my collection when I die, I didn't overpay for that card because that's what I wanted to pay to own that card. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I might have overpaid by the market values, but what do I care? Like I don't want to knock someone too much for spending considerable amount more for getting something they want. Then you bump into that person in 15 years. You're like, you remember that card you overpaid for or whatever? Yeah, I still have it. And he's like so happy and he shows it to you. Who's the winner? Right? Who's the winner?
I mean, you could technically say that. Who knows? Maybe the Demidov PSA 10 Young Gun guy he just wanted to say, I bought the very first one.
Yeah.
Very first copy. And
probably not, though.
Probably not, but
probably not.
Benefit of the doubt, Maybe he just wanted to be the first.
Yeah, maybe.
Never know. Good comment.
Mm-hmm.
Last real quick hobby news story. On Tuesday night, Sid became the 9th player in NHL history to record 1,700 regular season points. In the Penguins' 6-3 win over the St. Louis Blues, Crosby had a goal and 2 assists. So in 1,363 career games now, he has 633 goals, 1,069 assists for 1,702 points. He's the fourth fastest player of all time to get to 1,700 points. Also, the 4th player to do it with only one team. But that wasn't the only record Crosby set in that game. By recording his 498th multi-point game, he passed Mario Lemieux for the Penguins team record and moved to 6th in NHL history for multi-point games. These are all stats Phil loves, The only player to have 3 Cheetos in his first and second shift.
Big caboose Crosby, getting it done.
At 38 years old, and he's still humming, we could see a number, I think, of additional records before Sid hangs up the skates. So Crosby is currently 9th in all-time points. Phil and I talked to Ken Reed earlier today, and I asked him this question, so I'll get your guys' perspective on it too. He needs 22 more points to pass Mario for 8th all-time.
Coming.
He, of course, he'll never pass Wayne at 2,857 points, but second in all-time in NHL history is Jaromir Jagr with 1,921 points. So he would need 220 more to pass him. So call it 3 years at roughly 75 points per season. Do you guys think Sid ends his career as the second leading scorer of all time?
Absolutely.
Dave?
Ooh.
I think it depends on what he does over the next couple of years, because he's never not been a point per game player in any season. And I think Sidney is going to want to retire when he is still kind of at the top of his game. So I think if he has a season like maybe next season or the season after, and he plays 75 games and scores 50 points, I think he might hang it up. So
Now, Phil, before you say anything, I want to throw a twist into your answer, though. Whatever you say, because I think you're going to say what I think, does he do it in that jersey still?
No? You don't think so?
he could if he comes back.
I don't know. I have no idea. If he got traded and it really helped Pittsburgh, I think he would do it. And if he never got traded, I think that's just as likely.
Here's my take on that. If they make the playoffs this year, I don't think he leaves. If they don't make the playoffs and now it's like 3 years in a row or whatever it is, and that weight gets heavier, then I think it's more likely that he would. But I think he'll play until he gets past 1921.
Who are the four? Did you say 5 players? 1,700 points, same franchise. That's like Howe, Gretzky.
4 players, yeah, it'd be
Howe, Gretzky, Yzerman. Who'd be the 4th be?
Well, I don't know if Gretzky did it if he had 1,700 points with Edmonton.
Oh, he did for sure.
I think if he moves off of the team and he moves somewhere else for a couple of years, I cannot see him not going back to Pittsburgh and finishing his last year there.
Yeah.
Okay. Gretzky must have gotten 1,700 with the Oilers, wouldn't he? Close.
I can tell.
I don't know.
I don't think he did. He had a lot of points in LA.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'd feel silly if he got more points in LA. There's no way he did.
And then he played for New York too, and for a cup of coffee in the turtleneck era for the Blues.
Yeah.
So,
overall points. So you got Gretzky, Yager, Messier, Gordie Howe, Francis, Dion, Stevie Y, Lemieux, and Crosby.
Well, Mario Lemieux would have done it with one team.
Crosby, Marcel Dion.
No, I think the one team is Gordie Howe.
Oh, yeah.
Lemieux, Crosby, and somebody else.
Hold on.
Yzerman.
I see what's going on here.
Did Yzerman have 1,700 points?
Oh, yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's at 1,800. No,
my bad. There was little arrows there. Stevie Y, Lemieux, Crosby.
Gets confusing, eh?
Ovechkin would be the next one. Gordie Howe, they have him. Oh, well, they got him with points on Hartford too.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Lessinger Crosby is a 2005-06 Young Guns PSA 10 pop, 1354, 48% gem rate. Last sold for $3,035 US on October 27th. Down 2% in the past month. Down 11% in the past 6 months. What's going on with this card?
Good.
52-week high, 3,400. So it must have had a previous sale near the high. And 52-week low, 2,150. So well above that right now. Let's move on to new product releases, where it's brought to you by Gongshow friend and partner Mint Ink. Mint Ink, of course, is the home of Rip Party 2, coming a week from tomorrow, live on the Gongshow YouTube channel. Dave will be there. It's Friday, November 7th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Mint Ink is also Canada's home of new hobby releases, whether in their store in Vaughan or online at mintink.ca. You can get all the latest new releases. 2024 premiere, they got it. You can get it now at mintink.ca. Series 1, Ultimate, many more. Mint Ink also has a ton of singles, accessories, grading services, consignment, and you can check out their Breaks After Dark on Whatnot as well. So we have 2 plans, and this gets to why we'd love to have Dave, but he joins the podcast as our resident wax degenerate.
Total degen.
So we're going to get Dave's instant reactions. He's going to have a video of him opening premiere that comes out lickety-split, as the kids like to say, on the Gong Show YouTube channel. And I've also because I thought it would be interesting because Premier is a high-end product, and I thought you're chasing big cards, aspirational cards like we were talking about in Jason's opus. That wasn't really an opus, but his opus. So I thought, well, might be fun to look at the top 5 all-time high sales from Premier 2, but you're the guest, Dave, so I'll leave it up to you. Do you want to go through your instant reactions first and then look at the top 5 high sales ever, or do you want to go after?
I think we should look at the top 5 highest sales, and then we could talk about some of maybe the new stuff that might compete for it in the future.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go quick. So here's what we did. We're looking at the top 5 highest selling cards of all time, along with each's respective top sale. The reason why we do it that way is if there's a McDavid RPA that would be all the 5 top sales, that's boring. We don't want to do that. And any sale made on eBay within the 3-year look-back window, we always verify as having been paid for in Terapeak. So with that being said, here we go. The number 5 highest selling all-time Premier card is a 23-24 Connor Bedard. It's the 03-04 tribute for super rookies. It's the gold RPA 101 raw that sold for $10,350 just this past April. And who can at Upper Deck can he sue for that, doing him dirty in that hockey mouth? That's so bad.
Well, get in
That
line.
is a pretty bad one.
It's like he's trying to push a fart out or something like that.
Gilf.
I don't know. He didn't play for golf. You're a big super rookie guy, Dave. So, but this is not
That's
your
not a
favorite.
super rookie.
No, that is a super rookie. It's
It
just
is
a
a
different
super-
design of the super rookies that I like.
Is that the one I have that you're not super fond of?
Yes.
Okay.
Kind of looks like a cow head.
Yeah.
Number 4.
I don't know. And I don't like the auto being vertical as opposed to horizontal. So just my preference.
Let's get vertical.
But
vertical.
I think that's you're
Bang.
looking at his RPAs from the cup out of 99 that are selling for that price.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Seems like
good
more.
point. I'd rather
Seems
this
like
all day.
Deal to me to get a 101.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
mean,
His cup RPAs are game used though. We can't forget that
that is true. That is true.
So yeah, tough. Okay, number 4 highest sale ever is a 2015-16 McDavid acetate rookie patch auto gold spectrum out of 10. It's a PSA 8 auto 10 grade. Sold for $11,952 US via Golden in January of 2024.
It's a great card. Great price.
Great card. Nice looking.
Yeah. That might be the nicest Premier card I've ever seen.
Little
Very nice.
streaky with the acetate auto on the acetate there, but
Hey, you're the one that likes the acetate. That's the side.
I do.
I like the acetate. I super like the acetate. Yeah.
Not here.
Huge
you're
fan
a
of the
super
acetate.
liker.
Super.
Okay.
Super duper.
Now we go from Bedard to McDavid, back to Bedard at number 3, the acetate rookie patch auto platinum blue spectrum 101.
Oh, Grandma's
Sold
doily.
for $16,505 US this past July by Slab Sharks. The auto's horrible.
Atrocious.
You want to push
on
the
this
button,
one.
don't you, Phil?
Yeah,
Push
Phil,
the button.
you Can't
Push
push
the
the
button.
at the button.
That's
It's
the
like your
belly
belly
button.
button.
Phil, get it.
Yeah.
Get the lint out of there.
Number 2 is a 2015-16 Connor McDavid 03-04 Super Rookies Tribute RPA out of 49 PSA 10 sold for $23,897 US by Slab Sharks in September this year. So just a month or so ago. Cool card.
These are all
In my
nicer than the
opinion.
cup and exquisites. All the Premier patches cards are way nicer.
Bad photo, though.
I think they're all bad photos, man.
Right.
Yeah, it's
Well-
better than Bedard's, isn't it? He's not going.
Yeah.
They're both.
Eh,
I don't know. There is an answer there. I'd like to find out one day.
I think
might
you've
just-
seen a ghost.
You can press the button on an SLR these days and go. You can
Mhm.
take 500 pictures in 10 seconds, 5 seconds. Anyway,
Fair.
yeah.
And the highest selling Premier card ever is a 2015-16 McDavid acetate rookie auto patch platinum blue spectrum 101 PSA authentic sold for $50,400 US this past June in the Fanatics Premier. Before I get everyone's opinion on the top 5 all-time sales. Here's a revelation I had about Premiere, and I don't think it's great. I think my favorite card in Premiere is the Super Rookies Tribute. And it's probably not great that the best card in a set is a tribute, right?
Isn't that everybody's favorite card?
Tributes
Could be.
rule, man.
Yeah. Yeah, the Super
Yeah, I just
Rookie
don't know what
tribute
that means. What's the meaning of that? I don't know.
means Premiere needs to be rethought of, maybe a little bit. I'd like Premiere to be known for something, and I don't know what it's known for right now. Cheaper RPAs.
That you just hit it right on the head.
That's
I
it.
mean,
Cheaper RPAs. Poor man's cup RPA.
Coming
And I
from
like
Cup.
David's RPAs better, but
the Cup has shields. Ultimate has shields. Ultimate's a cheaper product, and you know what you're chasing. Whereas Premiere, there's a little bit of a gap there because you're like, what is the card I want to hit? There's a lot of cool cards, but there's not the card. And you look at like the acetate RPAs, and they're down the pegs on the list of all the other RPAs that are out there. So they're not going to compete with some of the bigger boys.
Why are we letting Josh participate in this conversation anyways? He doesn't like patch autos.
Oh, stop. But well, here's what I'll say though, like maybe to the defense of the acetate RPA is Louis and I have got over the past few months to look at a lot of cards doing Slab Sharks, being the submission center here in the US. And every time we find a Premier RPA, both of us are like, ooh, it is in hand. They are really nice.
They're very nice.
They need to figure out the auto thing.
The auto thing is because you like acetate. You can't have both. That's the thing. You keep saying how much you like acetate, but you don't like the auto. The auto is crap because of the acetate.
But if we can, if we have quantum computing coming, we can figure out a pen that will stick to acetate.
We can't even cure cancer. You think we're going to figure out the pen thing? Come on.
Oh, we can cure cancer. We're just not, because companies don't make money if we cure it.
Fair.
Give Neil a week in that pen room. He'll knock it out of the park.
I got an idea.
Yeah.
Stickers.
That's Josh's job.
No.
Stickers. Let me design the stickers for you. Just sign here.
I'm going to murder you in your sleep next week. You realize that, right?
Louis or me?
Yeah.
Both.
Louis. No. I'm locking the door.
Okay, Dave. Now that's a good segue into. So we don't want to spoil your video, but we want to talk about Premiere. It's out. It's out and about. People can go get it. You've opened it. What did you think?
Okay. So this is kind of my overall opinion. If you've opened Premiere in the past, what you are going to see as far as the design of the cards are very similar. They have I really like the Premiere designs. I personally am a fan of the acetate RPAs. I understand Phil's poo-poo about the auto problem, and maybe that is something that is concerning.
I don't like the finish of the card.
I like the finish of the card. So I like the finish. You don't like the finish. I like girls. You don't. It's
that was good. Well done, Dave. Well done.
So, one of the things I do want to talk about is I have seen a few improvements this year, some new cards that haven't been available in the past. So I kind of want to talk about that. Also, I want to talk. You made a very good point. I think it was you, Josh. It could have been Phil, but
I'm known for that.
Josh,
Definitely wasn't
Probably
me.
me.
You were talking about how to spice up Premiere, like it needs a bigger draw, bigger hit. And one of the things you mentioned, was it you, Phil?
Yeah.
No, stop.
For
He
sure.
said,
It was
horrible ideas.
adding, taking from ice, their big hit.
That's me. That's actually me.
No, that
No,
was
it's
me.
not you. You
That was
lying sack
me.
of crap.
That was
You
you
are
lying.
such a liar.
You
No. Ugh.
Don't make Louis clip it. Wait, was it you? I think
I
it
don't
was
have
me.
a week.
I thought it was Josh because you said that and the ice Premiere cards. Now I don't agree with the ice
it was.
Premiere card.
It was Josh.
Okay, I thought
Yes,
so.
it
Dave,
was.
Dave, can you stop talking? Phil needs
I
to
was
apologize,
wrong.
and he'll need 15 minutes because it needs to be heartfelt.
I was wrong. I'm sorry. It was you, Josh.
And
So
you're
those
always wrong.
exquisite RPAs, I think, would be an amazing add to the product. I
That
think it
was
would be
me.
amazing.
That was
I
me.
don't agree with you, Josh, as far as putting the ice Premieres, because ice Premieres just needs a different product. It doesn't go with Premiere. But those exquisite patch autos would be a sick sick.
It's kind of
add-on.
weird that they're in ice. A little
Yes,
bit.
It's
exactly.
very,
It's
it's
too
very
nice
strange.
of a card for that product.
I would be a fan
Leave
of canning
alone.
ice and throwing the 2 hits, which I believe are the Exquisite in Premier, and sticking the ice premieres in another product and beefing up maybe SP Authentic or something, because SP Authentic also needs a little.
Yeah, coaches
bit of
switch up the lines all the time. Mix and match. Let's see
Something,
what works.
Okay,
Yeah.
but here I do want to talk about this. One of the things, okay, so there's like 3 new cards that I'm kind of excited about that I've been watching breaks and I've been seeing kind of what's been getting hit. So the first one is they do have additional mem cards, which are kind of funny but kind of cool at the same time. So they have pieces of helmet, they have pieces of sock. I saw Grant pull a Connor McDavid sock piece.
Did you smell it?
Well, everyone was trying to get him to smell it, but there was like kind of like almost like a plasticky film or something over it, so you couldn't directly touch the sock, which I want to touch the sock.
Interesting. Well, bad that there's some I have a buddy with a baby poop. He gags, like bad food, bad feet smell. I yak. I've kicked people out of my house. Like one of my employees is not allowed to come in my house, and he's the only one I let to not take his shoes off. He can keep them on.
You keep them on because we don't want to smell it.
No, it's terrible.
So they have those, and they also have pieces of skate. So I'm guessing like the actual, not like the blade, but maybe like I haven't seen any of those surface. So that's kind of an intriguing
lace loop
card to hit.
That'd be cool, eh?
I'm
like
not
a lace
exactly
loop?
sure.
Yeah.
But I do like they're adding additional type of mem because, Josh has said, there you see so many patch autos, it's, and now there's a lot of stick type mem cards. And so just adding a different mem, I really commend Upper Deck for reaching outside the box and looking for other mem pieces to put in. And I don't know, I think it's a good addition. The other thing is they have the, those what are they called? The
don't get these two going on. Yeah, the net cords. I like them.
Yeah, but it's called twine line.
Yeah.
So they have these twine line cards, and at first you kind of look at it and goes, that's kind of weird. There's just like 3 squiggly lines. But the really cool part about the twine line cards is next to their squiggly little twine, it gives a date of a game in which that was played. So you have, and it's not all the same. So you get 3 different twines from 3 different games that are played, and you can match it with the game that was played. So
at least the color match will be easy, or the game match will be easy for the pictures, right? No, because that's what everyone wants, to match the stick and the jersey with. So if you just see any picture of a net, there's my mem piece.
No, it's their laces from their jersey.
Oh, there you go. Then any jersey.
That's what it is,
right? It's not from the net, or is it from?
Do they still have laces in their jerseys? Or I don't think they do anymore.
I don't think
net cord
means a net cord would mean it's from the net.
Oh, it's from the net.
You can check on hockeychecklist.com because we give the exact memorabilia on the.
There's nothing unique. There's nothing unique about a white ribbon, right? Jerseys are already kind of bland, but they're not, right? There's lots of variations, and a white ribbon, that there's nothing unique about that. Sure, it tells you the date.
Putting the dates though. That's a good step in the right direction.
It's a good step, but that's the last piece of mem I would have put the date on. The last piece. Like I would have.
It is net cord, by the way. Confirmed.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. Net cord. Okay. The other one I want to talk about, which I really, really like, are the old style vet
autograph
cards. These autograph cards. So I think there's like, you can look on hockeychecklist.com, but I believe there's 15 or 22 or something 22 players on the checklist. They're all retired players. I saw Grant pull a Madonna. It was really nice. I think they pop really well. I think it's a great addition to the Premier set. I don't think it stands out funky or weird. I think it's a really good add-on. So those cards are really nice. So I would love to pull one of those cards. I may or may not have.
We'll find out.
But you'll find out when you watch the video.
Ooh, teaser. I like it. Okay, well, good report, Dave. So it sounds like
Good.
overall you're pretty pleased.
Yeah, I'm pretty pleased. I do know it seems like again, I said this with Ultimate. I feel like the box prices are higher than I want them to be. But to be honest with you, I think the prices are being driven up because of how well Celebrini is playing. I think if they didn't have, or if Celebrini was playing more like a Mitchkoff or a Lane Hudson, I don't think the prices would be as they are. And I think a lot of people, including Josh, are now speculating that Celebrini might have a bigger market than Bedard. So if there was a Bedard tax, it kind of makes sense. So let's be a little bit of a Celebrini tax as well.
So I never want any player I collect to do well because we're all gonna get taxed and gouged.
Well, the good thing for you is none of the players you like do well.
What a world we've created. Like I understand opportunity and prospecting and hedging your bets and everything, but this is like in real time. Like I could buy a box yesterday, I could buy a box today, go back tomorrow, and it's $40 more because the guy had a hat trick. Like get lost, man. That distributor model's got to go. It's
just because you got a baller.
Ridiculous.
That's the same thing with singles, though. Your
the
player gets a hat trick and the price goes up.
The cup. So what? The ground floor keeps rising. That's crazy, man. We're gonna have nowhere to walk. The cup has been increased 4 times in Canada. 4 times.
Yeah.
Like get
for what?
Oh my God. You wonder why Grosvenor and Universal booths are so dead at the expo. Who wants to talk to you guys, man? Bunch of clowns. Sorry.
Can I ask you a California question about Celebrini? Is he getting any recognition? Is he part of the conversation? These casual sports? Is there any that you guys have? Your state has what could be potentially a generational kind of player?
I mean, to be fair, hockey is not discussed very much on sports talk radio here. It is a afterthought, and so there's not a lot. I don't know how it's talked about in San Jose. Maybe that's very different. Here in LA, I would pretty much bet that 999 out of 1,000 people have no idea who Celebrini is.
What?
Wow.
Oh yeah. No, nobody. I mean, you could list 90% of the Kings players, and I don't think people from LA will know who any of them are.
Do they know who Dustin Brown is?
If they're a Kings fan. But if they're not a Kings fan, no. Like I said, the hockey market here in California is not it's not strong like other states, and it's certainly not like Canada. Because in Canada, what sport do you have? You have hockey and you have one baseball team, right? So in California, you have 2 football teams, you have 2 baseball teams, just in LA alone. You know, like hockey is an afterthought. You have soccer, MLS gets more.
LA Galaxy, right?
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah, I know it. I knew it. Yeah.
I bet you there's people who can name more LA Galaxy players than LA Kings players.
Jeez.
Oh, so it's so as far as people talking about Celebrini down in California, unless you're in San Jose, I don't think anyone's talking about him.
Are tickets cheap to the Kings games?
They're not
relatively, yes, right?
I mean,
like if me and you go to the game, third bowl, highest bowl, but not the worst seats, like $150 each.
Tickets for Kings games depend on how the Kings are playing, and there's a huge fluctuation. If they're in the playoff race, the tickets are a lot more than when they're not. So, for instance, if I go to a game now and I want to sit, say 15 row in the lower bowl, I'm going to pay probably about I'm going to pay about $175 to $200 for the ticket.
That's not bad at all, man. It's cheaper in Ottawa.
So,
really?
But like during years where, let's rewind 3 years when they weren't making the playoffs, I could buy those tickets for 100, 115. So
that's not bad at all, man. We're very expensive up here, like very expensive. Yeah. And we don't sell out anymore. So I want to visit that.
All right. Good thoughts, Dave. Look forward to seeing your video very soon on the Gong Show YouTube channel. We're at personal pickups. Phil, are you at Bupkiss again or
Bupkiss?
Bupkiss.
Wait,
Louis.
Phil,
Me too.
Don't, Dave, don't.
you want me
That's
to
Friday.
Come here.
Yeah,
That's
Dave gets
crazy.
my mail. He opens my mail on Fridays now. Yeah.
Oh, you got a new best friend. I see.
Get out of here. No, it's stop. No,
You
it's
can-
That's me
No.
and
my
me
mail.
and
Thanks,
Mail's
Dave.
field day for Friday nights with Phil.
Oh, I'm sure you'll get some the odd time, Louis. I got 3 addresses on my eBay, so I just pick and choose.
You'll never have mine. I have a personal pickup, and it's a situation.
It's a story. It's interesting.
Yeah. So I picked up a 2015 16 O-Pee-Chee Platinum Alex Ovechkin rainbow.
In the wrong slab?
Yeah.
Read the
And
slab.
I didn't know that because I know the set. And when I panic bought it on Slab Sharks because I like, oh, I want that. I bought it and never bothered to read the slab. And then I got it. And I'm like, huh, that is interesting that it's in a 2020 O-Pee-Chee Platinum slab. So then I looked up the cert on the PSA Pop report and it says 2020. So I have a, well, luckily I know a guy.
Mhm.
And I'm going to bring this with me to Toronto and sort out, well, what do you do? Because what my fear is that,
You just reslab it.
or did they grade another card, a 2020, a PSA 10, and like this is
No.
like a PSA 4?
No,
but
I
they
don't-
put it
I
in-
don't think-
Well, this is the hard thing. If you look at the card, it's not a 10.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you
I
don't know
don't
that.
think
How do you know?
Because I held it.
Listen, I have lots of 10s that aren't 10s, Louis. That's not the.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
fair.
Well,
you know what I mean. Like it's.
I get
It
what
was a
you're
bummer,
saying, but-
regardless. But like I said, that'll be the nice part about PSA being on site in Toronto, is I can take it to them and be like,
It's not. I have like 8 cards mislabeled. Why are you?
Oh,
You
really?
seem like someone killed their puppy or
what's
something.
ever happened
Yeah.
to me? I don't know what to do.
It's very normal, dude. There's there's tons of labels out there. Buy the
It
card, not the
shouldn't-
grade.
It shouldn't be normal.
I did.
Well, okay, if it shouldn't, I agree with you. It shouldn't be normal, but unfortunately, there is a plethora of mislabeled cards out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
well,
sure.
you grade 2 million cards a month, you're going to make some.
Exactly.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah, I
I'm
get
not
it.
throwing shade at them. It's
No,
poop
not
happens.
either.
It's a human error.
Mhm. I still like the card though. Happy to have
Great
it.
card.
Yeah.
Great card. Yeah.
Love the first 2 years of Platinum. I'm a really big fan of. So,
Mm-hmm.
you have anything you want to share, Dave, since you're here?
Yeah, I picked up a card. I shared it on Friday nights with Phil, but
Wait, double
never
dipping?
did- never. Well, there's people
Well,
that
he
don't
wants
watch.
like more people to see it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Mhm.
You took the chip.
It's
you
a
dipped it,
really
you took
nice
a
card,
bite,
Phil.
Then you
It's a
dipped it
really
again.
It's a really nice card.
That's a very
So-
nice card.
Yeah.
I
Now
like that.
this is the super
Nice.
rookie that I love. This design.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all
That's a
love
beautiful
that.
card.
Yeah.
So this is, if people are just listening, this is the Ovechkin super rookie patch auto
It's an
out of
awesome-
15.
a
It's a
great
beautiful
card.
card. And it pairs really nicely with this card.
Oh, look at that Crosby canary yellow. Woo!
Look at that. Look at that tandem.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Beautiful.
Oh, I want it.
My problem with those is that it's not a rookie. Like with the Bedard and McDavid,
No,
those
it's
were
not a
actually rookie
Tribute.
cards.
No. They're super rookies.
Yeah.
Yes. Better than rookies. They're
Better than
super
rookies. That's
duper.
right, Dave.
I think my favorite thing about you, Phil, too, is that you're constant sign. I feel like I could sit and watch Seinfeld with you every night for like the rest of our lives. and
Yeah, it's
we would
amazing.
be happy as clams.
Yeah.
There.
What are we gonna do, Dave? Because I ain't doing that.
Oh, sorry. I'm snuggled in the couch with them. I love Seinfeld.
yuck. I
And
haven't. I
it's my favorite. It's my favorite comedy of all time. Seinfeld. I've watched every episode probably 20 times.
I haven't seen one full episode,
That's crazy. Well, different strokes for different folks.
but I don't
that-
know why either.
Best
You know, it's not that I
comedy
didn't. It's not like I
ever.
sat there and was like, "This is stupid." I just never did. Maybe.
You know what's
I guess
amazing
I
about
did
the
now.
show?
With Louis not watching Seinfeld.
Each character has
Anybody
a
can
different
produce a show.
plot.
You just gotta.
Each character has a different plot, and they all come together at the end.
Usually.
It's amazing.
Okay,
guys.
okay. If you had to
Sometimes
say,
they go
Louis, you have to
backward.
watch one Seinfeld episode as your first episode, which one would you have him watch?
Oh, where Kramer fights the kids in the dojo. Like
The contest.
The
I
contest is a good one.
The contest is really good.
Master Domain. Is that the
The
contest?
master of
Yeah.
your domain
Ah,
with
went
Kramer
overrated
like
a
2
little
seconds
bit.
later.
I'm out.
What I always fall back on, and it might be too. You might have this. Might have. maybe not a good first episode, but I love the lobby of the Chinese restaurant.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cart ride for 4.
Yeah.
And that's how it ended, right? When they left, it ended right there. Oh, it was so good.
That's
so
awesome.
the Hamptons, I mean, anything with Costanza, I feel like I'm George Costanza a little bit. If you took Richard Feynman and George Costanza had a baby, it'd probably be me.
They probably did.
You want to know something else?
No. Yeah.
If you like the episode, please leave a rating review on Apple,
Thank you.
Spotify, or whatever podcast app you listen to us
No,
on.
no,
If
no,
you
no.
love
You
the show,
forgot.
Well, we're
you
talking
forgot
about
a part.
Seinfeld. We're talking about Seinfeld.
Yeah. Phil, you have fun?
oh, I forgot that part.
Yeah, at the
You
end
had
of
that
it.
in the notes.
We got to talk about one more thing, then we'll go.
What?
Have you been in Discord, Phil? And
No.
you know-
Well,
you
maybe
know
a
what they
little.
did?
I don't know. I
You
do
know
it
what
on my
happened in
lunch.
there?
Why?
So somebody, you can program bots to do automated things in Discord.
Oh,
And anytime somebody types the word grant, an automatic message appears from GT Sports Cards.
That's
I'm-
amazing.
Yeah, it's so awesome. I'm
I
so
love our
happy to get
Discord.
there tomorrow on my lunch hour. I pop in there on my lunch when I come home and eat my eggs. And yeah, I get overwhelmed and I log off and I go back to work.
Okay. Louis, you can do it now because since you're such an eager beaver, I'm taking it off today.
Okay, sounds good. So if you like the episode, please leave a rating review on Apple, Spotify, or whatever podcast app you listen to us on. If you love the show, who doesn't, and would like to support us and want to chat with us in the Hockey Cards Gongshow Discord servers, consider $5 a month donation and become one of the 999 support level gongers in our Patreon tier. The link is in the show description within our Instagram profile, and you can search Hockey Cards Gongshow on the Patreon website. You can follow us on social media. If you didn't know, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and gentlemen, the Hockey Cards Gongshow podcast is a production of Dollar Box Ventures LLC. Josh, take us out.
Bye.
Yo, it's the Gong Show. We're dropping the facts. Hockey cards on fire. No holding us back. Josh looking sharp, the face of the scene. Feeling pork chop pants, rocking it clean. Baba Louie in the booth. He's the man with the plan. The best producer in all the land. Gong Show Nation, let's hit the flow. It's the Hockey Cards Gong Show. Let's go, let's go. Wanna say them in the show. So
Yeah?